Welcome to the NBA Prop Report for Wednesday, May 12th here at FTN Bets. It's actually a small slate of NBA games tonight. I think we only have 6 games that are going off today. 1 or 2 we're still waiting on some of the props to get posted for. The Celtics game I know is one, and I think the Lakers and Rockets game is the other one here at the moment, which is a little strange to me. I figured those would be 2 that are up. But either way, we only have 3 edges today. So rather than just show you guys the numbers, I wanted to kind of walk you guys through the prop shop and how I use the prop shop every day when I'm doing this video. So if you go over to FTN Bets, the page that I'm on right now, you'll see right here in the second row, there's a thing that says prop shop. It's the second one right after odds. So when you click on the prop shop, it's going to prompt you with this in the middle of the page where it says search for a team or player. So I got the edges based off of the numbers that the books have and the numbers that we're projecting for guys today. So we're going to look through them. And the first one is Damian Lillard. So you type in his name and you're going to come up with a page that looks like this. And what happens on this page is it's going to give you his points scored, his rebounds. If we scroll all the way down, you're going to see assists, blocks, steals, turnovers, points and rebounds. And these are all the books in my home state of New Jersey. You can change this to whatever state you guys live in to see which books are available there. I leave it on New Jersey because those are the books that I have access to. So what I do is I look at the numbers that we have. So the number that most of the books have is 28-29. The projection we have for Damian Lillard today is 23.79. So we're looking at numbers that are under. And then what I'll do is I'll look at the numbers that are being offered. So if you look at the unders here, you'll see that the best payout that we can find is going to be at William Hill. So Will Hill has under 29.5 for minus 110. That would be the number that I usually write up when I do the prop report. And I show you guys, hey, this is the number that I'm looking at. You know, this is where we can get it for the best price. Now, again, if you don't have access to Will Hill, you can see all the other books and the prices that they have it on. But you can see that there's a big difference every day between, you know, getting the best price and getting the worst price here. So the worst price here would be the minus 128 on BetMGM. The best price is the minus 110 over on Will Hill. So depending on if you're looking for the over or for the under, you're going to see that the numbers on all the sites are different. Now, again, it doesn't seem like a big difference. We're talking about the difference between laying, you know, $110 versus $128 to win $100. But as you guys know, I mean, we've made over 700 or 800 bets this year already. I think we're over 800 or close to it at this point in time. And that extra $10 or $12 when you're talking about 800 bets is the difference between an $8,000 swing. An $8,000 swing is somewhere around what we're looking at here for our profit on the season. And this is the way that we're able to do it, by finding the best number every time that we put one of these numbers in. So let's look at the second of the 3 that we have today. The second one that we have here is Clint Capela points. Clint Capela points, we are projecting him for a little bit over 18 today. The books are looking for 15. So we're going to be looking on the over side of it. You'll see 118, 118, 118. And then you'll see some that pop up here to 16.5. Now, points, the value of 1 point is different than the value of 1 rebound, is different than the value of 1 assist, is different, you know, the value of 1 anything else. And it does change depending on the player. Some players have very tight ranges where they score between, you know, 14 and 18 points a game. Other players have wide ranges where one game they'll score 10, the next game they'll score 30, and then they'll score 15, and then they'll score 24, and then they'll score 13. A guy like that is a lot more volatile. And it's a lot tougher to nail down when we should be playing an over and under for a kind of guy like that. Now, again, their opponents do factor into this. There's a million other things that we can look at here. And a lot of those are baked into our projection system. So again, today, Clint Capela is projected for over 18 points. So we want to try to find the best number that we can get. Usually when you're talking about a point here, you're talking somewhere around like 15 to 20 basis points. So for example, this thing right here where it's plus 100, you would actually be looking at plus 100 and like plus, you know, minus 118 for 1 point less, being about equivalent to each other. So there really isn't much of an edge there. I could actually run it through the screener and one of them is probably going to come up with a slight edge on it. My guess is it'll be the 15.5 minus 118 here. So that's the better number here. The best number for 16.5 is FanDuel at even money. The best number for 15.5 is, you know, Sugar House or Unibet or DraftKings. Normally, I'll put DraftKings out there because I know that's the book that most people have access to of the 3. So in this situation, this would be the number that I would be looking to take here. The DraftKings over 15.5 for minus 118. That's the number that I'm going to be taking on Clint Capela with his points here today. And then the last one we're going to look at is Joe Ingles. So again, you just type in Joe Ingles, you click the button, and it's going to bring you up all the stuff for him. And we're looking at Joe Ingles points today. I like Joe Ingles over 13.5. BetMGM at minus 120 is where I would take it. William Hill at minus 125, I would be interested in it as well. The edge is not big enough for me to start chasing it into these minus 127s, minus 130s here. And again, if we're talking about, 20 basis points as a difference, 15 to 20 basis points as a difference, you would look at this number where it's boosted up to 14.5 at minus 104 as being basically equivalent to like this minus 120, minus 125 over here. So I always like to take the lower number in that case. Again, it might just be one or two times that it comes off where you don't win that other bet, even though you're probably going to win them both if you win one of them. But I always like taking the smaller number if the two numbers are pretty even. And that's what we have here in this case. So for me, I like the Joe Ingles over 13.5 minus 120 on BetMGM. So those would be the three bets that I'm looking at here today. Just to recap for you guys, Damian Lillard under 29.5 points, Will Hill minus 110. That edge that we have with him under 24 points is actually big enough for 3/4 of a unit. So that is why I would do that. Clint Capela over 15.5. Half a unit there. DraftKings minus 118, the best price we can find. And then Joe Ingles over 13.5. Half a unit, BetMGM minus 120. And remember, this prop shop is free for anybody to use, whether you're a subscriber to FTN Bets or not. And it's not just for basketball here. I mean, we can do baseball here today too. And I'm not sure. I didn't look to see who played the early games, but you could type in the name of a baseball player here and you'll get the props that come up here. Like here's Mike Trout. Mike Trout to hit a home run, total home runs in the game. All the bets that are available on all the various sports books are going to be on here. Same thing works for pitchers. I did not look at MLB today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm in NBA mode here. But put in one of the starting pitchers and you'll see it pop up with their K prop number and things like that. So remember, get over to FTN Bets, use the prop shop tool. If you can find something that you're looking to bet at a better price, go to that book and bet it. And if you guys really need to, if you don't have that book signed up, you can come over here to our best sports books page right here, and you can get all the best offers that are being offered. So if you don't have Tipico and there's a good number at Tipico, you can get a $750 deposit match. If you don't have BetMGM, $500 deposit bonus. DraftKings, $1,000 deposit bonus. So, take advantage of all the books that are available in your state. Take advantage of these deposit bonuses. Take advantage of the odds boost that they're offering and everything else that you're betting on. All these things will help you over the long term be a profitable player. And all these tools we offer for free over at FTN Bets. So you guys have no excuses not to take advantage of it and really pick up your gambling game. And this has been today's NBA Prop Report with Benny Ricciardi at FTN Bets on the FTN Network. Good luck tonight, everybody.